Most of us go about our daily lives completely unaware that our bones are slowly weakening. We think, oh, I'm strong, I exercise sometimes, I'm fine. But the truth is, bone health doesn't get the attention it deserves until it's too late. Imagine being in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, and suddenly realizing that a simple fall could break a bone, or worse, make you lose your independence. It's scary, right? But here's the good news. The food you eat every single day can actually make a huge difference. Yes, you can strengthen your bones, protect them, and prevent osteoporosis just by making smarter choices at the table. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to eat to do that, foods that aren't just healthy, but are truly powerful for your bones. Now, let's start with something most people already know about, but often don't use enough: calcium. Calcium is the building block of your bones. Without enough of it, your bones become brittle and fragile. But here's the catch: it's not just about taking a supplement and thinking that's enough. Your body absorbs calcium better when it comes from real food. Dairy is the obvious choice, but I'm not just talking about milk or cheese. Yogurt is amazing because it's also rich in protein, which supports bone structure. If you're not a fan of dairy or can't tolerate it, don't worry, there are plenty of plant-based options. Almonds, chia seeds, and even leafy greens like kale and collard greens are packed with calcium too. And here's something many people don't realize. Fortified plant milks, like almond, soy, or oat milk, often have calcium added in amounts comparable to cow's milk. So whether you're vegan, lactose intolerant, or just prefer plants, you've got options. Next, let's talk about vitamin D. Because calcium alone isn't enough, vitamin D is like the gatekeeper. It tells your body to absorb calcium. Without it, no matter how much calcium you eat, it's not going where it needs to go. Fatty fish is one of the best natural sources. Think salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These are not only high in vitamin D, but they also contain healthy omega-3 fats that reduce inflammation and support overall bone health. Eggs are another option, especially the yolks, which surprisingly contain vitamin D too. And if getting sunlight is possible where you live, that's a free and natural way to boost your vitamin D levels. But don't forget, many people need a little extra help, so fortified foods or supplements might be necessary, especially in winter or if you spend most of your time indoors. Now, let's move on to protein. Yes, protein is often associated with muscles, but bones need it too. Collagen, the protein that forms the framework of your bones, is essential for bone strength and flexibility, so make sure your meals include high-quality protein. Lean meats, fish, eggs, and dairy are excellent choices, but if you're plant-based, lentils, beans, tofu, and quinoa are fantastic. The key is consistency. Spread protein throughout the day, rather than eating it all at once, because your body can use it better that way for bone repair and maintenance. Speaking of collagen, there's another food trick many people overlook: bone broth. Yes, it's trendy, but it's more than just a fad. Bone broth is literally made from bones, and it's rich in collagen, calcium, and other minerals your bones crave. Drinking a cup regularly, or even using it as a base for soups and stews, is a simple way to nourish your skeleton from the inside out. And it's not just bone broth. You can also support collagen production naturally with foods rich in vitamin C. Citrus fruits, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli all help your body produce collagen efficiently. Now, I want to bring up magnesium and potassium, two minerals that often get overlooked but are critical for bone health. Magnesium helps convert vitamin D into its active form so your body can absorb calcium effectively, while potassium helps neutralize acids that can leach calcium from your bones. Nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes are excellent sources of magnesium. And when it comes to potassium, think bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, and spinach. These foods are easy to include in your diet, and they do wonders for maintaining a strong, resilient skeleton. Another nutrient you might not think about immediately is vitamin K2. This one's fascinating because it works like a traffic controller for calcium. Vitamin K2 ensures calcium ends up in your bones instead of your arteries, which is not only great for bone strength, but also for heart health. Foods rich in vitamin K2 include certain cheeses, especially hard cheeses, fermented foods like natto, and even some chicken and egg yolks. It's a little known nutrient, but if you focus on it, it can make a real difference over time. Let's not forget zinc, an essential mineral for bone formation. Zinc deficiency can impair bone growth and slow down repair. Good sources include pumpkin seeds, beef, lentils, and chickpeas. Incorporating these foods into your regular meals gives your bones the tools they need to stay healthy and strong. And here's a fun fact: Not all fruits and vegetables are created equal when it comes to bone health. Dark leafy greens like kale, bok choy, and spinach are loaded with calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K. But colorful veggies like bell peppers, carrots, and sweet potatoes aren't just good for your eyes. They're also packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation, which can otherwise speed up bone loss. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, are excellent for this too. The antioxidants in these fruits help protect your bones from oxidative stress, keeping them stronger as you age. Now, let's talk about one more powerhouse food group: legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are incredible for your bones because they provide a mix of protein, magnesium, and fiber. Fiber is important because it helps maintain a healthy gut, and here's the connection. A healthy gut improves the absorption of calcium and other minerals essential for bone strength. So, yes, beans aren't just filling, they're helping your bones silently, but powerfully. We also need to touch on healthy fats. Fat doesn't get enough credit when it comes to bone health. Omega 3 fatty acids, like those found in fatty fish, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts, reduce inflammation that can break down bone tissue. And when it comes to cooking, using olive oil or avocado oil instead of processed oils not only benefits your heart but also supports strong bones over the long term. Now, I want to be honest about what to avoid too. Sugar, highly processed foods, and excessive salt can all accelerate bone loss. Soda, for example, not only provides empty calories but also increases calcium excretion through your kidneys. Processed snacks, fast food, and packaged meals are often high in sodium, which can weaken your bones if consumed in excess. Moderation here is key. Eating these occasionally is fine, but making real whole foods the focus of your diet is the most effective strategy for long-term bone health. Hydration also plays a surprisingly big role. Bones are about 31% water, and staying hydrated ensures that nutrients can move efficiently through your body to where they're needed most. Drinking enough water, herbal teas, and even broths can support this process, helping your bones remain flexible and strong. Here's a tip that many people don't consider: pairing nutrients strategically enhances absorption. Pairing nutrients strategically enhances absorption. For example, vitamin D helps absorb calcium, vitamin C aids collagen production, and magnesium supports vitamin D activation. When you combine foods thoughtfully, you maximize their benefits naturally. A simple example: have a spinach salad with strawberries and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds, drizzle olive oil on top, and add some grilled salmon on the side. That one meal gives your body calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, vitamin C, protein, and omega 3s all in one go. Another overlooked point is the timing and frequency of meals. Eating smaller, balanced meals throughout the day, rather than one or two huge meals, can help your body absorb nutrients better. This steady supply ensures your bones get a constant flow of the vitamins and minerals they need to stay healthy. And remember, bone building is a lifelong process. It's not about one miraculous food or a short-term diet. It's about consistent, smart choices over months and years. Now, let's talk about habits beyond food that complement this bone-building diet. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, dancing, or resistance training signal your body to strengthen bones. When you combine these exercises with a nutrient-rich diet, you're essentially giving your bones both the materials and the motivation to stay strong. Think of your bones like a construction site. Food provides the bricks and mortar, and exercise tells your body where to build and reinforce. One last tip before we wrap up: consider monitoring your nutrient take. Blood tests can check vitamin D levels, and talking to your doctor about calcium and other mineral needs ensures you're on the right track. Supplements can help fill gaps, but they should complement, not replace, the nutrient-rich foods you eat daily. So, to recap, the key to strong, healthy bones and osteoporosis prevention isn't a single magic pill or an extreme diet. It's about building a lifestyle around nutrient-dense foods that work together to nourish your skeleton. Focus on calcium-rich foods like dairy, leafy greens, and fortified plant milks. Get enough vitamin D from sunlight. Fatty fish and eggs include protein, collagen, magnesium, potassium, vitamin K2, zinc, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Avoid excessive sugar, processed foods, and salt. Stay hydrated and combine all of this with weight-bearing exercise. Over time, these choices don't just prevent bone loss, they can actually make your bones stronger than you ever imagined. Remember, strong bones mean independence, mobility, and a better quality of life. The choices you make today impact not only your future, but how active and vibrant you can feel as you age. Start small if you need to. Swap out sugary snacks for a handful of almonds. Add an extra serving of leafy greens to your lunch. Enjoy salmon or a plant based protein at dinner. These tiny, consistent steps add up over time, building a foundation for bones that will support you for decades to come. So now, I want you to think about your next meal. What one change can you make right now that gives your bones more strength and resilience? Every bite matters. And remember, the journey to strong bones isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Stick with it, be consistent, and watch your body transform from the inside out. Your bones will thank you, your future self will thank you, and you will enjoy the confidence of knowing you're taking real, actionable steps to prevent osteoporosis and live a healthier, stronger life. When it comes to keeping your bones strong, what you eat matters more than most people realize. Bones aren't static, they're living tissue that constantly rebuilds and repairs itself. And for that process to happen efficiently, your body needs the right nutrients. Calcium is the superstar here because it forms the very structure of your bones, giving them strength and rigidity. But getting calcium isn't just about drinking milk or taking a supplement. Your body absorbs it much better from real, nutrient-dense foods. Dairy products like yogurt, milk, and cheese are excellent sources, but there are plenty of plant-based options too. Leafy greens such as kale and collard greens are surprisingly high in calcium, and seeds like chia and almonds can give your bones a boost. Even fortified plant milks like soy, almond, or oat milk are designed to provide calcium comparable to dairy, making it easier for everyone to meet their needs regardless of dietary preferences. But calcium alone isn't enough because your body needs vitamin D to properly absorb it. Without vitamin D, calcium might pass through your system without ever making it to your bones. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are excellent natural sources, and eggs, particularly the yolks, contribute too. Sunlight is another natural way to get vitamin D, and even small amounts can make a difference, though many people benefit from fortified foods or supplements to ensure they're meeting their needs. Protein also plays a vital role, not just for your muscles, but for your bones too. Collagen, the protein framework of bone tissue, provides flexibility and strength, which is why including protein in your daily meals is so important. Lean meats, fish, eggs, and dairy are traditional sources, but plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, tofu, and quinoa are just as effective when consumed consistently. Collagen itself can also be supported by foods like bone broth, which is rich in minerals and naturally occurring collagen. Even if you're not into bone broth, vitamin C-rich foods like citrus, raw berries, bell peppers, and broccoli help your body produce collagen, reinforcing your bones from the inside out. Minerals like magnesium and potassium are often overlooked, yet they're essential for maintaining bone density. Magnesium helps activate vitamin D, so your body can use calcium efficiently, while potassium balances acids that might otherwise deplete calcium from your bones. Foods like nuts, seeds, bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens cover both minerals naturally. And then there's vitamin K2, which works like a guide, directing calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. Fermented foods, certain cheeses, egg yolks, and chicken provide vitamin K2, quietly helping your body use calcium where it matters most. Zinc is another mineral that supports bone formation found in pumpkin seeds, lentils, chickpeas, and beef. And we can't forget the antioxidants in colorful fruits and vegetables. Berries, carrots, and leafy greens fight oxidative stress that can weaken bones over time, adding yet another layer of protection. Legumes like beans, lentils, and chickpeas offer a combination of protein, fiber, and minerals that enhance gut health, which in turn improves nutrient absorption, including calcium, healthy fats like omega-3, and salmon, flax, chia, and walnuts reduce inflammation that can erode bone tissue, while olive or avocado oil provides fat that supports nutrient transport and overall bone strength. Eating the right foods is only half the story when it comes to strong bones. Lifestyle habits play an equally important role in keeping your skeleton healthy and resilient. One of the most effective ways to strengthen bones is through weight-bearing exercises. These are activities where your body works against gravity, signaling your bones to grow denser and stronger. Walking, jogging, dancing, climbing stairs, or even simple body weight exercises like squats and lunges send important messages to your bones that they need to stay robust. The beauty of these exercises is that they don't require a gym membership or fancy equipment. Just moving your body consistently is enough to make a difference over time. Resistance training using bands or weights adds an extra boost because it creates small stress on the bones, which stimulates bone forming cells to work harder. Combining these movements with a diet rich in calcium, protein, and other bone supporting nutrients makes your efforts even more effective because your body has both the materials and the motivation to build stronger bones. Hydration is another habit that often gets overlooked but is surprisingly important. Bones contain water, and staying hydrated ensures that nutrients can move efficiently through your body to reach the places they're needed most. Drinking enough water, herbal teas, or even broth supports the delivery of calcium, magnesium, and other essential minerals, helping your bones remain flexible and resilient. Along with hydration, paying attention to how you combine foods can dramatically improve nutrient absorption. Certain vitamins and minerals work together synergistically, so pairing them strategically is key. For example, vitamin D enhances calcium absorption, vitamin C helps produce collagen, and magnesium activates vitamin D. Eating a spinach salad with strawberries, pumpkin seeds, a drizzle of olive oil, and a serving of salmon on the side may seem simple, but it creates a powerhouse of bone building nutrients all working together at once. Timing and frequency of meals also matter. Spreading protein and mineral rich foods throughout the day ensures your bones get a steady supply of the nutrients they need, rather than a single large meal that your body can only partially absorb. Consistency over time is what really counts because bone health is a lifelong process. There's no quick fix, and it's never too late to start. Even small, daily habits like choosing water over soda, adding a handful of nuts to your snacks, or taking a short walk after meals can accumulate into meaningful improvements for your bones over months and years. Minimizing behaviors that damage bones is just as important as building them. Excessive sugar, highly processed foods, and high sodium intake can all accelerate bone loss. Soda, fast food, and packaged snacks may be convenient, but they can pull calcium from your bones and increase inflammation, making your skeleton more fragile. By reducing these foods and replacing them with nutrient-dense options, you give your bones the support they need while preventing unnecessary deterioration. Monitoring your nutrient intake and working with your doctor to check vitamin D levels or other mineral deficiencies ensures you're staying on track and adjusting habits as needed. Supplements can fill in gaps, but they should complement a lifestyle built on real food, exercise, hydration, and smart daily choices.